Well, that Nintendo Direct Mini did go live earlier this morning, and I wanted to get together here very quickly and talk about some of my initial reactions and thoughts to this presentation, as there's certainly a different mood online today versus yesterday when it was revealed that it was a partner showcase and not a big general Nintendo Direct. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you hit that like button, helps out a ton. And if new here to the Spawn Wave Plus channel, make sure you're subscribed down below. Let's head over here. This is the entire press release that was posted. When I put all this information together for Newswave, sure, we get like the video that's posted up by Nintendo with the Direct Mini, obviously. You can go through it and get an idea as to each title. However, a press release will follow later on, and I like to also look through that for information for the Newswave show. So I'll have some of this info in the show tomorrow, and it will be in the order in which it was shown during that Direct video. But here it is. This was posted up on Business Wire, again, after that Mini had gone live. It was posted on Nintendo's YouTube channel. It wasn't a live stream. They just dropped it. And for some people, that might have made it a bit easier to digest because, let's face it, if there's a game you're not interested in, you're probably skipping ahead to see what's next. Or maybe just jump all the way to the end to see what Nintendo was saving to close things out with. And that was a pretty good one because it was Persona. We have 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 3 Portable. It's coming out October 21st. We also had some information around a physical copy for Persona 5 Royal, but definitely a big announcement there. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope looks awesome. Like, this is climbing the ladder as one of my more anticipated titles for the year. Visually, it looks great. Like the art style and everything they're doing there, but also the gameplay. It looks like a more refined Kingdom battle and just them taking it to the next level. But there will be more information following tomorrow because they did announce their own showcase that'll take place specifically for the show of this game. So good stuff there. Live Alive, really happy to see that got a demo. I think that was a big time announcement because it continues the trend for these HD 2D games. Saw Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. We've seen a lot of that one. I'm going to jump down here actually to Sonic Frontiers. I'm talking about this Newswave because that was actually a better trailer than I was expecting for this game. It just makes me a bit confused about how Sega is treating that game when they're apparently launching it this holiday. Let me move down here, though, to one of my favorite announcements. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I don't think anything that people had on their bingo card necessarily for this show, but it is something people have been asking about for a while. Mega Man Battle Network was back on the Game Boy Advance, where a lot of people, I'm sure, played it when they were younger. And looking back on it, I think this is a great collection to have. There's going to be a lot of value there, and they're going to have just one physical copy or broken up into multiple digital copies, as they like to do with these legacy collections. But this series I think people just missed out on, or they're a bit younger now and just didn't play it on the Game Boy Advance. But it's certainly something to check out there, and they even have the different versions in there as you'd expect. The main difference between them would be like some of the chips you would get or the souls, but when you get later on, they do have some plot differences technically, but either way, they'll all be there. You can play through them and check them out. So that was a really cool announcement. Makes me hopeful for a compilation that will include Mega Man Legends. I know there's really only 3 games they would throw in there. I don't know. It would still be good to at least have the option to play it on current platforms. But either way, I want to talk about one other game on this list that I didn't see coming at all. Pac-Man World Re-Pac. It's a remake of Pac-Man World, all right? That's, again, did not expect any of that to happen. There is a physical copy for it as well, and it's dropping in August. So it is coming up pretty soon. We went from like a very rough time with 3D games, like the first time things were moving to 3D. This is more of a refined time for 3D gaming, right? Obviously, the visuals got better, the frame rates got better, the controls got better. So you had stuff like Pac-Man really move into something like this Pac-Man World style game. And I remember renting it back in the day, or I played it at a friend's house. I remember playing it but never owning it. I don't know. Sure, I'll check it out. Why not? There's going to be a lot of nostalgia there for that time period with these 3D platforming games, but hey, it could be a good time. But like looking up and down the list here of titles that were shown, I understand people are going to say there was no massive like over the top mind-blowing, announcement. I get that. But I think for the expectations that were set, this was better than expected. There are some games that are just late ports, like Nier. That came out a while ago. We mentioned like over 4 years ago or whatever, right? But I think the pricing is really better than I would expect with how the pricing tends to be on these late ports. I think it's like $40. And there looks like there'll be a physical copy for that one. And I saw a lot of people who are mentioning online, I just missed this game. It's an awesome title. It's been in Game Pass. It's released all over the place. I think it is one to check out if you have not. Either way, sure, play it on the Switch, but it is available like all platforms at this point. Remember the PC port was pretty bad for a while there until it got fixed up somewhat. But I think for the most part, based on how people were feeling yesterday versus now, this is probably I'm just going to say it's the best Nintendo Direct Mini we've had, like top to bottom. There's a lot of variety in here, and I think most people can look at some of these ports or late ports as being good for the Switch platform despite being out for a while. Like Persona 5 Royal, let's face it, people have been asking for that game for years now to come to the Switch. Finally, Atlas, by the way, has started to move this series all over the place out of nowhere. I mean, they've been keeping it to the PlayStation platform for so long, and I don't know if something just clicked in their mind where they're like, wow, we could make money with this franchise if we started releasing it everywhere. Well, there you go. And Persona 5 Royal is coming out this year on the Switch, next year, 4 golden, 3 portable. I've played Persona 5 already. I have not played through Persona 5 Royal, though, because it's quite the playthrough in general for Persona 5, but I am waiting for Persona 4 Golden. I think I am going to play back through that one either way, but I don't know. Maybe it's worth getting the physical copy for Persona 5 Royal on the Switch. Otherwise, though, I think this was good. I think it was even above average, you could say, for Direct Mini, at least with where expectations were, which were through the floor. But hey, I also think we could see something from Nintendo in the next month or two that maybe focuses more on first-party games, and then that's kind of it for them for the year, because if you look at the titles in this presentation, they are indeed setting up 2022 to be pretty good for them overall. You take that, everything we're seeing here with the 2022 releases, and then you drop in this rumored Metroid Prime remaster, you have Bayonetta 3 get dated. Yeah, you start to kind of add things up and realize, all right, they have a release almost every month, and for Nintendo, that's going to be good enough to roll into 2023 when we start hearing more about the next or the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then who knows, maybe Metroid Prime 4. But let me know what you guys thought about this Direct Mini. Did you go into it with low expectations and it was better than you thought, or were you just outright disappointed with it? Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.